Welcome back to our channel. Have you ever noticed that sheep always seem to stay together? If one wanders off, another will follow, and if one starts all, the rest of the flock will too. There's a reason for this behavior, and it all comes down to survival. Sheep are prey animals, which means they have very few natural defenses against predators like wolves, coyotes, and bears. Their best chance of surviving is to stick together in a group because there is safety in numbers. A lone sheep is much more vulnerable than one that is part of a flock. When sheep are in a group, they can keep an eye out for predators and take evasive action if necessary. They're also more likely to see a predator coming if they're in a group, since there are more eyes scanning the horizon than if they were alone. And finally, there is strength in numbers. If a predator does attack a sheep, the other sheep in the flock can help defend it. They may not be able to fight off the predator, but by ganging up on it, they can make it think twice. In addition, if a predator kills one sheep, the other sheep are more likely to flee and survive. This is not only true in the wild, but also on farms. Sheep raised on farms are still prey animals, so they still have the same instincts to stay close to their flock mates and avoid predators. You may have seen videos of sheep being herded by dogs. The sheep are trying to avoid the dog, which they see as a predator, so they run away from it. They also try to get as far away from the dog as possible, which is why they scatter. The dog is trying to herd them into a smaller space, so that they can be counted or loaded onto a truck. But the sheep are trying to do the opposite. They want to get as far away from the dog and each other as possible. In addition to avoiding predators, sheep also stay together for another reason, and that is to find food. Sheep are grazers, which means they eat grass and other vegetation. They spend most of their day looking for food, and they usually graze in groups. There is safety in numbers when looking for food, because there is strength in numbers. If a sheep comes across a patch of land that has plenty of food, it will stay there and eat until it is full. Other sheep in the flock will usually join it so that they can eat together. This way, if a predator does attack, the sheep are more likely to be able to defend itself. Finally, sheep stay together for social reasons. Like most mammals, sheep are social animals. They need to be around other sheep in order to be happy and healthy. Newborn lambs, for example, need to stay close to their mothers in order to get milk. They also need to stay close to the flock so that they can learn how to be a sheep. Adult sheep also need to stay close to each other in order to be happy and healthy. They groom each other, play with each other, and comfort each other when they are sick or stressed out. In general, sheep are very adaptable animals. They can live in a variety of climates, and they can eat a variety of foods. However, there are some things that all sheep need in order to survive. One of those things is to stay close to each other. By staying close to each other, sheep are able to avoid predators, find food, and socialize. These are all things that sheep need in order to survive. So the next time you see a flock of sheep, take a moment to appreciate the amazing animals that they are, and the incredible adaptations that allow them to survive in the world. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share it with your friends. We would really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.